Hello everyone, this is class 8 computer network. In this video I am going to give a detailed information about computer network, and this is the complete video of unit 1. Okay, now so I would like to start this session by giving some introduction about communication. So what is a communication here? Why we need communication? Why communication is important for us? Yes, so here communication is important for people to share our views or to share our opinions. Like communication between whom? In general way, the communication between people we can talk. But here in the computer language, communication between computers. Yes, in the communication, who involves in this communication? Computers communication, who involves? Like, so here in the computer communication involves computers only, but there are some particular terms are there like sender and receiver. Who is the sender here? Sender means the person, or here the sender means a computer only. A computer or mobile device is a sender, but it is the sending device that initiates to send data. Means who initiates to send data? That computer is a sender. So data means like instructions or informations. So here sender means it can be a computer or mobile device. Now next one is receiver. Receiver means here receiver also it can be a computer or mobile device, but here receiver means this device receives the data, means accepts the data, accepts the transmission of data, it accepts the instructions, it accepts the information. So here receiver means accepts the information. It can be a computer or mobile device. Now one more word, communication channel or transmission media. Okay, sender is there and receiver is there. So in between sender and receiver we need a medium, we need a communication channel. So how the data can travel from one computer to another computer? Here in between sender and receiver we need a communication channel here. So that is, so here the communication channel means it can be cables, it can be microwave stations, or it can be satellites. Now one more word, protocol. What is the protocol means? Protocol means set of rules. So why we should follow the rules here when sender is there, receiver is there, and we have communication channel also in between sender and receiver? Then what is the use of protocol here? Protocol means here we have to follow some rules. Not we as who are sending or who are receiving, they should follow the rules. Without rules we cannot send any information or any data to another computer. So here the rules means, so before telling the rules, I want to give one example. For example, I know only English language, and the person who I want to communicate, that person knows only Hindi language. Is there any possible way to communicate ourselves? Is there any way? No. Is there no way? But so that's why, so we don't have any, in between us we don't have any medium, and in between we don't have any two person. The knowledge of same language is must. So if it is a sender or receiver, but the sender and receiver the languages should be same language is a must. Okay, now I'm telling the rules. Here the rules means, in the rules means a protocol can define a data format or coding schemes or sequence. Like in a sequence, which data transfers to which device, and which packets should go to the which computer, like this device, like this information which kept in the protocols. So these are protocols, means simply set of rules. Now next one is, now coming to the main topic, what is a computer network? Computer network means multiple computers connected with each other. So you can see in a picture also here, just two computers are connected. That means two computers connected, that means it forms a network. That's it. Means multiple means it's not hundreds of computers, it's not thousands of computers, then only computer network forms. No. If you connect two computers also, it forms a networks. So here collection of computers or collection of devices connected by a communication channels. So I already told you communication channel means it may be a cable or satellite or microwave stations. So here in this picture, these two computers are connected by a communication channel cable here. So it is a network, right? Now what we need to form a network, what type of things we need to form a network, and what is the need. Generally we require a computer and different devices and cables, okay, that's fine. Then what is the need for a network? Yes, why we are just forming a network here, different networks, because first one is, what is the first uses of these networks? First one is data and information sharing. Means if you connect, if we have a network, we can easily communicate, we can easily send data from one computer to another computer. That means we can store the data and information on shared storage devices in an important feature of network. Like for example, like one large company, the company wants to store database of customer information on the hard disk of the server. So that means if they stored in a server, once they kept in a server customers information, all the customers related to that company can able to access that data. So that means no need to go each and every time only single computer and single server, no need. So all the customers can share the information, can share the customer information, customer related information in a company. So like from different departments, people can use these networks to share the information. Now next benefit is hardware sharing. Now here you can see here in this picture, I here connected 3 computers, and 3 computers are sharing only one printer. That means here the printer is shared by 3 computers. That means here the hardware is sharing. The computer, here hardware means like printer. So not only printer, any type of hardware like printer, scanner, any devices, other devices, we can share in a network, so that we can save our money also here. So you have a good example here in a computer lab also. We are using a single printer, but we have connected to the 10 computer systems in from any one computer. In those 10 computers, if you give print command, we will get the hard copy. That means we are using single printer, single resource, single hardware resource here to just take the one printout from any computer from among those 10. So here we are sharing the hardware. Now next one is software sharing. Software means by sharing like a software or a program, like if, for example, if you want to use one software like Adobe Photoshop. So I installed in a master PC, Adobe Photoshop I installed in a master PC, and whatever the 10 connected LAN connected systems can use that Photoshop. That means only we have just installed in a one place, but those software is used by different people and different users. So like that we can share software also. So here these are the very important uses of network: data and information sharing, hardware sharing, software sharing. Now next one is types of networks. So different types of network, I think you already know about these networks. Like first one is local area network. So local area network means, like best example is computer lab here. So that means the network that connects the computer and the devices in a limited geographical area. If you connect a computer, multiple computers in a limited area, geographical area, so it is a local area networks. Examples like a school building, or like a computer lab, or laboratories, or closed positioned group of buildings. If you take any example like closed buildings, at home also we are using different people, different computers, we're just using a single network. So that is also one good example for LAN. Next one is WAN, wide area network. Wide area network means it is opposite to the, means local area network means it is limited to the geographical area, but whereas wide area network means entire city, entire region or entire country all over the world. So here here to communicate from one location, normally LAN that are relatively far apart are typically connected by WAN, like wide area networks. So it is very difficult with the LAN connection only. They can't communicate from one country to another computer, one city to another city, like this. So that time we need wide area networks. So through wide area networks, people can easily communicate from one location to another location. Now next one is metropolitan area network. Metropolitan area network means it connects small local area networks, like different LANs connected together. That is a metropolitan area networks. Now next one is personal area network. So personal area network means personal purpose, like we are using a computer along with the Bluetooth. If you are using, that is a PAN, that is a personal area networks. Like Bluetooth or Wi-Fi technology. These are examples for PAN, personal area network. Now next one is network hardware. So once if what we need to form a network. So we need, first thing we need is a computer. That is understood. Without computer we cannot form a network. So computer is a it is important. First one is computer. A device is important, means the most important job of a network is to link computers together. That means we need a computer here. So here computer means it could be a desktop computers or otherwise portable computers or notebooks or tablets or smartphones. Now next one is network interface card. So we need an expansion card here to provide network access to a computer or other device. So we need a network interface cards. Means here these network interface cards mediated between the computer and the physical media. What is the physical media? Means like cables. Means cables, not only the cable, the thing which data transfers through, like through cables we are using. If you are using physical, if you are using cable, that means through cable only data is travel. So that means here we need network interface cards from the computer to the cable. Just we need some place to connect those cables. That is a network interface card. Next one is connector. What is a connector here? Yes, connector means if you want connector, a connector means it is a device. It joins two networks together. So for example, multiple computers you connected and all computers, one meeting place is there. That means that connector. So here the connector means it may be a hub, or it may be a switch, or it may be a router. So here hub means it is like a central location for all the cables comes and meet at one network place. That is a hub. Here hub we can use, and switch is the advanced than the hub. So we can use switch also. And routing. Router, you can, most of the members are aware of this, like if you are using a WAN, like in Wi-Fi we are using at home, or broadband connection if you are using, it is used like router is used to connect your home network with the internet. So this is router. So these three are connectors. Now next one is, next hardware we need is cables. Cables means communication cables, like wires. So what these are not normal wires, like these are specially dedicated cables which are for the transmission of data only. So these cables are like it is made with metal or fiber optic cable. So use it for connect the computers and other devices only. Next one is resources, like other than this, if you want any resources, some special resources like printer, scanner, if you want any disk drive. So these are the main hardware for the to form a network. Now I just want to discuss about communication channels here. So I already told you a sender receiver, but in between sender and receiver communication channels are very important here. So what type of communication channels can we use to form a network here in a network, computer network? So here communication channels means, so here communication channels are two types, like physical communication channels and wireless communication channels. Physical communication channel means physically with the wires. if you use like a wire or cable to send communication signals or to send data from one place to another place, like one from sender to receiver, if you use cable or wire, that is physical transmission. Here these are also different types, different physical communication channels are the physical transmission media is there. That is, first one is twisted pair cable and coaxial cable, fiber optic cable. Twisted pair cable means you can see in the picture in a single cable, but inside the single cable multiple wires are twisted together. Twisted means just twisting, you know the meaning of twisting also, that means it's just combining multiple wires here. So this is a twisted pair cable. And coaxial cable means it has a copper wire inside it. So in the inside it has a 3 layers, multiple layers of copper wire layers are there. And here an insulating material, and means 3 layers means first in first layer they have used insulating material, and second one is like wire mesh, and third one is plastic, outer coating is plastic. We can see in the picture here 3 layers. First one is copper wire is there, and the copper wire is there, and the copper wire is surrounded by 3 layers. The first layer is insulating material, the white color one which you are seeing, you can see on the picture, that is a insulating material. And the second one is a wire mesh, and third one is a plastic outer coating. So this is a coaxial cable, which this is also physical transmission media. Now next one is fiber optic cable. Fiber optic cable means it consists of hundreds of thin strands of glass or plastic that use light to transmit signals. Like you can see fiber optic cable, you can see in the picture, that is a multiple hundreds of like it looks like a plastic only. So plastic, or it may be glass. So it multiple hundreds of thin strands of glass fitted together inside the fiber optic cable. So here a insulating glass cladding and a protective coating surrounds each optical fiber. Inside those wires, like hundreds of thin strands are there. So each and every strands are surrounded by a insulating glass, like insulating coating is there. And so where we are not using these kind of, but mainly big companies are using for high traffic networks, general for home for purpose or school, or in school computer labs we are using like coaxial cables or twisted pair cables. But fiber optic cables means like in companies for when they need big data transfers, like high traffic networks are there, then that time these are useful. So this is physical transmission media. Next one is wireless transmission media. Wireless transmission media means here through signals. The wireless means we here the no need to use the wire or any other cables here. Wireless means no wire, no cable here. So here the signals, through signals only communication will be established. Like what type of signals means infrared and broadcast radio, cellular radio, Wi-Fi, microwave, and communication satellites. These are different wireless transmission media. Infrared means using infrared light waves, that if they use infrared light waves, that is infrared technology. Okay. And like generally these infrared light waves generally use this technology in the computers devices, like cordless keyboards and cordless mouses. So only these infrared light waves, only the technology only used in those cordless keyboards and mouses. And second one is broadcast radio, like through radio signals. If the data is transmission from through radio signal, that is broadcast radio only. Now next one is cellular radio. So cellular radio means it is a wireless transmission media used for the mobile communications only, like 3G, 4G, 5G, 2G, all these days, this type of data transmissions. This is cellular radio. Next to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi means what is that? This is wireless fidelity. So this is a Wi-Fi means this is a very popular networking technology. Here also in the Wi-Fi also radio waves are used, waves used to provide wireless high-speed network connections. Next to microwave stations. I already told you microwave stations are also coming under communication channel. So microwave provide means high-speed wireless signals. These type of transmissions you can see in lakes, deserts, places. We can see these type of microwave communication channels. Now next one is communication satellite. Satellites means it is a space station that receives microwave signals from an earth-based station to from where to the space. So these are using satellites, like applications like televisions, radio broadcast, weather forecasting, like video conferencing, GPS, for internet connections. Nowadays we are using communication satellites only. Now next one is, I'm going to move to next topic, network architecture. So here network architecture, how the networks are designed. So here, based on these two networks, the networks are designed. First one is peer-to-peer network. So peer-to-peer network means, here peer means a person, but in the computer network peer means a computer. So computer to computer, if you connected multiple, two or more computers to share information, to share resources here, that is a peer-to-peer network. That means here the peer-to-peer network, each and every computer is in, all computers are in same status. That means here each computer in peer-to-peer architecture, each computer acts as a sender as well as a receiver. That means client and server both. But whereas in client server network, here some computer designed for the servers only, like some one or more computers are designated as servers, means some company, these are the server computers, and those server computers provide some services to the other computers, like other computers means here clients. So server computers giving services to the client, and clients uses those services. So here server, and who is server? The one requests services from the server is client, and the one who provides services is server, right? So this is client server network and peer-to-peer network. Now next one is network topology. So network topology, what is topology means here? Topology means layout or structure of a network. What type of, means layout, the structure, how the network is forming, in which shape or in which layout. So here the network topology also has two levels, like physical and logical. Physical in, so these network topologies are in a different types, like first one is bus topology, star topology, ring topology. Bus topology means, you can see in the picture, if the computers are connected in a single linear network, like this line, using a single cable, the computers connected in a linear network using, we can call it as a bus topology as a linear network also. That means if the computers are connected to one single cable, that is bus topology. Okay, now in this bus topology, only one computer can communicate at a time. So not all the computers. That means the computer which is sending mean, that is a sender only. That time it acts as a sender only. So that means only one computer can communicate at a time. Now next one is star topology. You can see in the picture, this is it connected like a star shape only. That's why it is calling star topology. In the star topology, to connect all these computers, we need a single point. There we need a connector here. So connector, already told you, connector means like a hub, switch and rotor. So hub, this is the hub here. So through hub we can connect different computers in a star shape, that is a star topology. But what is the drawback here is, if a failure in any star network cable will only take down network access of one computer, not the entire network. So when the hub fails, then the network also fails. That means, for example, if one computer fails, that means only one computer fails, remaining 4 can work. But in the case of hub, if hub fails, entire star network, this star topology fails. So here the hub plays a very important role here. Now next one is ring topology. Ring topology means, if you connect the computers in a ring shape by using nodes, that is ring topology. So here also some drawbacks are there in these nodes. If one node fails, the whole network goes off. That means computers usually located close together. A ring network means easy to set up because the computers are attached to a single ring, like a single cable we need here, and there is no central connector like in star topology. We just given one central connector hub. Here there is hub. There is no beginning or end in a ring network. It is a continuous. So if one node fails, that means entire system goes off in a ring topology. So these are three types of topologies: bus topology, ring topology, and second one is a star topology. Now next one is protocol. So what is a protocol here? Already told you set of rules, and in the rules they described some information regarding the where the destination, like which data, what type of data you're saying, different. But in the protocols also different types of protocols are there. Like first one is HTTP protocol. Here HTTP means hypertext transfer protocol. So here hypertext transfer means, I think you understand, like web pages are web servers. So how pages transfer on the internet, and what actions web servers and browsers should take in response to various commands. That means if you send any information related to the web server or web browsers or web pages, that means HTTP protocol, that is HTTP protocol is very important here. Now next one is, that means if you are sending pages through over the internet, the HTTP protocol is used by using HTTP protocol. Next one is file transfer protocol. Here file transfer protocol means for file uploading and downloading. If you are downloading or if you are uploading from your computer, from other computers on the internet, so uploading means from your computer to the server, downloading means from server to the your computer. So for this process FTP protocols is important. So who uses these FTP? Mostly web page developers often use these file transfer protocol to upload their web pages to a web server. Now next one is transmission control internet protocol. So here this is a network that defines how the information or messages routed from one end of a network to the other network, means the data arrives correctly or not, and any data is missing for this type. So this network means defines how the information or messages are going. Now next one is POP3, means post office protocol version. Post office protocol version means, post office means, that means email sending, message sending we can say. So that means here mail servers that stores email messages. Here email protocol means it stores email messages on a mail server, and it allows the user to view and access the messages after downloading or storing in on their computer. Next, internet message access protocol. So internet message also protocol also, it is also email protocol only, and once it stores the email messages in email server, mail server. Once the user downloads it, they can delete it and they can resend it also. Now next one is SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol. So this is an email protocol for sending email messages across the internet. SMTP means simple mail transfer protocol. Actually SMTP was developed in the year 1980. This is one of the most popular protocols in use worldwide. So most email software programs use SMTP only, simple mail transfer protocol for sending sending mails, or to use either the POP3 or IMAP protocol for receiving mails. So understand, so for sending emails SMTP, and for receiving POP3 and IMAP, these are the different protocols for different things. So HTTP for web browsers, web servers, FTP means normal file uploadings and downloadings, TCP IP means it is for the messages, how the messages are going and correctly or not, and POP3, IMAP and SMTP, these three protocols related to the email services. Okay, this is the brief information about computer networks. I think I have covered each and every topic related to your syllabus unit 1. I hope you all are understand. Thank you.